Hey everyone, this is Jacques, and welcome back to another Let's Watch of RWBY. Today we have Volume 7, Chapter 7, Worst Case Scenario. Oh no. Okay, after how last episode went, I have no idea what's gonna be going on. Blake and Yang are in the thumbnail, so this is they're probably gonna be doing quite a bit of stuff. I know there was one thing that was accidentally shown on Twitter, I think. I don't know if it was an accident or not. I don't really know anymore. And if I remember right, it was Blake and Yang fighting Robyn. So that would be interesting. I don't think Blake and Yang would win that. I mean, we haven't seen much of Robyn fighting, so. But I assume she's she's a she's a huntsman graduate or huntress graduate, whatever. And I know Blake and Yang are too, but they never finished school. Well, who knows? Well, I guess we'll find out. I do not want to keep this going any longer because this episode is almost 20 minutes long, and I have nothing else I want to say, and I just want to watch this episode already. So let's get into it. Okay. So also I'm going to be Also, I really need to keep an eye on this progress bar because, oh no, boy. All right, 3, 2. Oh wait, hold on. I need to put another button. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity.
I haven't mentioned how much I love how the animation looks. Am I the only one who wants to see the volume 1 through 3 outfits in this new animation style more? Same for genre and Nora. Okay, where is Maria? We're 7 episodes in. Okay, that fight I'm assuming is going to be by the near end of the volume, honestly. Alright. Oh, Penny. I'm sorry to make light of this. I'm sorry to laugh at this sad moment, but.
Following the most recent grim attack, a temporary prohibition of assembly is now suspended. There are to be no public gatherings of any kind. Please conduct your business and return to your homes before curfew. This is for your own safety.
Hey! Stop right there! Stop running! Wait!
Though military officials have gone on record to say the footage was doctored, many citizens are still insisting that the Protector of Mantle be deactivated.
No, don't do that. Also, man, they cleared out the Grim pretty fast. Unless this is a time skip. Oh hey, Sheep Faunus is alive.
Civilian, you are obstructing an Atlas military operation. Please step aside.
Everything all right over here? Hello?
Whoa. Okay, that explains a lot.
This is the worst case scenario. More people are dead, Penny's been framed, and somehow Jacques is sitting on the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robyn needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem is more complicated than that.
It seems Robyn has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robyn redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be some way we can finish the tower.
There is. Declaring martial law.
Don't do that.
You're not actually considering that, are you?
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world? Or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater good. Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but...
They're bearing all of it! The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there, and now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim.
I did not expect Nora of all people to speak out. But yeah, she's right.
Please, General Ironwood. Squeezing Mantle this way, that kind of division plays right into Salem's hands. That's why Tyrion is here framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place. You're sure this was the man you saw?
Tyrion Callows was accused of murders all across Anima. A homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grim. After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem, and he's here.
If we ever had any doubts Atlas was Salem's next target, I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is loose in Mantle and the military has no idea where he is. Might make things worse before they get better.
I am so sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem...
We can't! If we talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We have to finish the tower. I want Robyn Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robyn needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ren?
Looks like we're approaching 51st.
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two. Now, we may all be split between different trucks, but we need to be ready to act as one in case Robyn's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I trust Ruby, but I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did. You don't agree?
Look around. The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore. Keeping secrets, taking lives, it makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake.
Oh.
We did what we had to do.
I know. But next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
How is she doing?
She's confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but the damage is already...
There's Maria.
The things people are saying about her. If Penny hadn't been there, Robyn would be...
I don't think Robyn was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us. I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us. This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Mantle. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Ugh, hacking. Technology. Oh, why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Mantle's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company.
What are you thinking?
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Understatement of the century.
Yeah, seriously.
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Even if the worst does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind. When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology, most of
That's
my
Watts
colleagues
he's covering up,
pursued
isn't
more,
it?
Obvious choices. I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
I did. And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
You gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed,
oh,
I won't be able to.
We'll
It
find
is Watts.
whoever's responsible. I promise.
Oh no. I know where that's going.
Robyn.
Scramble! No, wait! Split up and regroup at the hideout!
Please stop! We just want to...
Whoa. Yep, here it is.
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the ASOPs. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Amity Coliseum, all these supplies, they're for a new communications tower.
That doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms can
I know
finally...
what the tower means, fisticuffs. One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it, or I'm gone. Tell me again, what is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
A new communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
You're telling the truth.
She has a lie detector symbol?
Why keep that a secret?
Because he doesn't know who he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody. The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Yang, Blake, where are you?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you, so trust us when we say that Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until it's done. We just need a little more time.
Run! We'll throw them off!
I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
It's right behind that door.
That's the vault.
Creation.
I hoped to bring you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
That's the public story.
Oh.
But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy source. Oz once speculated it could take us as high as we wanted. To tell you the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity Project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grimm can survive. So we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
It feels strange, knowing a part of me helped come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually, you'll even know who's who.
That's the problem.
We did know we see eye to eye, but I wish I could ask Ospin what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
Whoa.
It's okay to be afraid. You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
He knows.
I do believe in you. But not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Now you are starting to sound like him. Winter. What is it?
Jacques.
What's going on?
It looks like you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
Again, they're all in their old outfits. What in the world? Even Crow's there. Hang on. See if anyone new came up. Well, I do find it funny how Ren had like one line in this in this episode. That's kind of funny to me, and I don't know why. Also, the somber remix of this volume's theme. Man. Well, things are going to be going to crap real fast, if they haven't already. Oh boy. Well, we know where the staff is. We know how Penny has her aura. I'm just gonna say this now. I don't expect Pietro to survive this volume. Sad as it is to say, because I like Pietro, but I'd be shocked if he survives this volume. We saw Maria again. We're 7 episodes in, and she's shown up in 2 episodes, so... we did see Blake and Yang versus Robyn. And while they didn't lose, they didn't win either, so I guess I was kind of right. They, speaking of Blake and Yang, they mentioned Adam, not by name, but they at least had a discussion about it, so that's good. Hopefully they have at least something more about it. Because that is something that probably needs to be discussed in full. You know what Robyn's semblance is. It's a lie detector, basically. Okay, this confuses me. So that Fiona chick is alive, the Lamphonis. I guess maybe she doesn't have night vision. I don't know. Because I know, like, the last episode, many people were talking about how like, yeah, you're a faunus, you have night vision, and then people went back to volume 1, where it was confirmed that they had night vision by Pyrrha, and she said that many faunus have night vision, not all. So I guess it's possible that Fiona doesn't have night vision, but if she did, shouldn't she have been able to tell that it was Tyrion, not Benny? I mean, hey, now we know, speaking of Penny, now we know, that, Penny getting killed is more risky and awful, I guess, than people first realized. Like when she died in Volume 3, a lot of people were like, "Okay, she's dead. That's sad, but she's a freaking robot. Just rebuild her." I admittedly I thought that too. Um, but turns out, well, yes, she can be rebuilt, and yes, she is a freaking robot. It takes some aura to do it. That's not good. Hmm. Also, Watts was in that picture when Pietro was talking about building Penny. So I think he had a hand in building her, which means bad things are going to happen about that. What I think might happen, this is just a blind idea that I just had. Now that we know about Pietro, actually, I guess it would depend on if he could like transfer aura. I don't know. So what I was thinking is Penny's gonna get into a fight. She's gonna get she's about to get killed, and then Pietro gives the last of his aura to Penny. And then she's like able to fight again. I don't know. That's just how I thought of it. But that would A, probably not work, and B, that would kill Pietro. Which, I mean, if you don't think he's gonna die by the end of the volume, well, for your sake and for Pietro's sake, I really hope you're right. But I don't see it. I think he's gonna die by the end of the volume, if not by the end of the Atlas arc that's going on. Yeah. I don't really know what to say. I know it's like I'm really somber right now, but that was quite the somber episode. A lot of things we learned, and not a lot of them were good. Though I will say, I think the secret's gonna slip about Salem to Ironwood pretty soon. Probably not by next episode, but still. But speaking of Ironwood, he's gonna be going to dinner with Jacques, trying to defend his seat on the council. Because, you know, he's the one that needs to defend his seat on the council. Maybe a secret will slip, and maybe Jacques will accidentally let loose that Jacques rigged the votes for him. Who knows? Alright. I'm done being somber. I'm actually going to be done here. It was a good episode. Just ended on a sad note. And the whole episode was just sadness. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye, everybody.